Okay guys, welcome back to a Whisper playthrough of Dark Souls. And there's a reason why my character is naked. So, oops. Basically I just wanted to show you a more efficient way of doing the farming I was doing in the last episode. And that is by basically, I think you move a little bit faster if you don't have heavy armor on you. And you can just drop down here, take a little bit of damage, and be fine, and then run right back up. So that's just a more effective way of doing that leveling I was showing you guys earlier. But for now, we're gonna... Oh, and by the way, so we did, I think I mentioned this last episode, but we did do some farming offs, you know, while I wasn't recording, and I leveled up a bit. As you can see, well, you probably, well, anyway, basically I got 10,000 souls again, and leveled up my dexterity to 15. And the reason why is because I needed at least 12 dexterity to use the short bow that I bought last episode. And putting some more points into dexterity will also increase the damage that the short bow does, because the way weapons work in this game is there are some weapons, I think it's actually only dragon weapons, that have a flat attack power. So you, they have a certain attack power, you can upgrade them to increase that attack power, but it doesn't matter what your stats are, it will always have the same attack power. But most weapons have something called scaling, where they scale. The attack power scales with how much your specific stats are. So most melee weapons scale with either dexterity or strength. So the higher your strength, or the higher your dexterity, or both. Most scale with both. Actually, I think all scale with both. The higher your attack power, either of those two stats are. But as you see here, oops. Let's see. There we go. So you'll see that there's this thing called Baram bonus in the bottom left. You'll see that there's like I guess it's like an arm on the left, and then to the right is just an open hand. So on the left, that's saying that your strength scaling for this weapon is C, and on the right, your dexterity scaling is C, meaning this weapon, the broadsword, scales equally with strength and dexterity, and C scaling is a mediocre type of scaling. It's not great, it's not horrible either. Now you go down here to the straight sword hilt. The strength scaling is much worse. It's E and E for both, which is not good. So this is just not a very good weapon overall. Now you look at the battle axe. Its strength scaling is C and its dexterity scaling is D, which means that it's scales a bit more with strength than with dexterity. So you basically, axes in general, you're going to use them if you have a higher strength stat, whereas bows have really good dexterity scaling in general and not so good strength scaling. So just something to keep in mind. I figured I'd show you that because that was easy enough to explain, probably. Anyway, so how do we get out of here? Oh yeah. And okay. So there is a very easy way to get a dragon weapon really early in the game. Gotta kick him off the bridge. Oh, he didn't. He got stuck on my arm. There's another guy here. Is he gonna come at me? This is another way where the game kind of tricks you. I wonder if I switch arms, if that would do good. Oh, it doesn't work that way. There we go. Awkward. The game doesn't like it when you switch hands, I guess. I think the subsequent games get better about that kind of thing. Anyway. So basically the way you get the dragon weapon is by shooting this guy in the tail until his tail falls off. That's why we bought a whole bunch of arrows. And we're really gonna piss this dragon off. But again, this is another example of how this game is only hard if you let it be hard. Otherwise, the game is quite easy. Oops. I missed again. Gotta be patient. I mean, it's kind of silly that the game just lets you do this. Like, obviously, the tail didn't have to be there. He could have had the tail raised above his head. But the game made it so that you get a clear shot over here, and that the dragon can't do anything to keep you from hitting its tail. Missed. it should be a little bit easier with his tail off, unless we get killed in the process. Because if you die before killing him, his tail will grow back. And presumably all his health will be back too that I invoked it in doing this. His tail is full of arrows right now. And as you can see, we destroyed his tail, and now he doesn't have a tail anymore. Pretty cool, right? So this part is the tough part. And there is a good chance we'll die in the process, because it's gonna probably take me some time just to get the timing down. So what you want to do is you want to attack him with a bow. Sorry about that, I forgot how to... Yeah, so like I said, it's gonna take some getting used to. Because I haven't done this in a while. So you want... Let's first get the buttons down. So you want to do this. Okay, so you have to press the L button again, okay. So you want to do this, and then do this. We're actually going to unequip our shield because we will not need it. To be honest with you, I don't even know if we need armor. I think armor is just going to encumber us. So we might take that off too, just to make this a little bit easier. That's my pretty face. And then we do that. And you rinse and you repeat. Like I said, very good chance that I will end up dead. It's definitely going to be much faster than just hitting them with the bow, because you won't do enough damage fast enough just like that. And if you stay up there and fight him toe to toe, he is just too strong and too fast. And he will own you. That was close. I mean, he hits really hard. I'm not sure if he can knock you off the bridge. I mean, he might be able to, though. Definitely possible. Actually, probably not possible, because you don't really get lifted in the air in this game, and those walls are probably pretty decent. But still, it'll do huge damage. at this point in the game. Oh shit. I was not expecting that. Alright. Yep, sometimes he does things that are unexpected like that. And you really do have to pay attention to make sure he's actually going to. Yeah, say he decided to, instead of going back up to his perch, he marched back down to the bridge. Okay, I think he's back. And some people might call this cheesy, but I call it fun. And it's gonna take quite a few hits to do. So you guys strap in. This is gonna take a few minutes. Yep. I had a feeling it wasn't gonna play nice that time. Missed him. I do love that effect of all the rubble flying. Jeez. Camera angle defeating me once again. This is not good because I don't even think I'm halfway done yet. Anyway, what I was saying is I like the effect of the rubble flying everywhere. Why does that keep happening? Like the controls reverse as I'm turning the camera. That was close. Alright. Jeez. Yeah, there's no room for error anymore. I can take 2 more hit stops. Gotta not be greedy and not be too impatient. Shit, I'm dead. Oh, I'm not. Okay, good. Sorry, I had to stretch my hand a little bit. Close, 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 close. Yeah, as you can see, I think that last hit only did 7 HP to him. kind of chickened out at the last second. I flinched. No reason to rush through if you're not feeling it in the moment. Alright, there we go. You should be getting there, guys. I know this is not the most fun thing to watch, but you know, hopefully it will help you gauge for yourself how long this would take you if you had to do it, if you desire to do it. Is there a jumping attack in this game? I don't remember. You definitely get one in later games. Yep, there is. Cool. Jumping attack. Jumping attacks are good. I mean, they can come in handy in certain specific situations. Shoot. That's another complaint I have with this game, is that it doesn't really give you too many different options as far as what to do in terms of attacks. I mean, there's regular attack, strong attack, and you can two-hand, and you can two-hand strong. Anyway, back to the work. He's back to where he was. Also, I wish that the blood would get on you, and on the axe, like it does in Sekiro, but I mean, this is a much older game, so I understand why they couldn't have probably done that with the technology that they had back then, and the budget. You don't want to go up too fast, because otherwise it will, instead of flying right back, he'll stick around, which you don't want, because if you're expecting him not to be there and he's right there on top of you, he will suddenly just smack you around. He has a lot of health, and I don't think you're really supposed to do this the way I'm doing it. At least the game doesn't expect you to. Even though it is fun to do it this way, in my opinion. Using guerrilla tactics on a big ass dragon. He must be getting there, like his health must be low. I am gonna do He's got very little HP left. It looked like to me, because I couldn't even see his bar. And I think that's because it's almost non-existent at this point. Right? Let's do this one more test just in case I missed the bar. Oh shit. Okay. Yep, there we go. Got hung up with the controls. So we have, I think, not too many more attacks. We're almost there. Not dead yet. I'm surprised he's still up. I'm also thankful he hasn't been using his breath attack on me the past few times, because the breath attack is the most dangerous one in that it hits you almost instantaneously and hard to dodge. Still alive. Crazy. I figured he'd be dead by now. He must be on his last leg. I mean, it looked like it. Oh no, I see his bar now. He still has a decent amount left. Shit. Close. He has a decent amount left. It's just the bar. The health bar is red and so is his body. So it kind of blended in for me. Maybe you guys saw it on your end. But it looked really like he had nothing for a bit. But he's got less than halfway health. But still some health. He's not done yet. Not by a long shot. I mean, I wouldn't say not by a long shot, but he's not dead yet is the point. He's getting there though. Let's hit him right in the head. Just wanted to see how many arrows I got. 167. That should be plenty. I'm gonna try and gauge how much health he has again. I wasn't able to. It's hard to see it. Oh well, we know he has less than halfway health though. I was able to see it for a second. Sorry guys, his head is bobbing back and forth. I saw some flames. They were just falling embers in the air for some reason. Very close. Very close indeed. to equip the dragon sword. That's what I should have been using the whole time. He would probably be dead by now if I hadn't been using that from the beginning. Sorry. I had totally not. I got the dang thing. And I forgot to use it. So now we get to beat him with his own tail. But as you can see, so this is a dragon weapon, by the way. It's got 200 attack power. My battle axe has 95. The only problem with dragon weapons, like I said before, is that you do not scale with your stats. They tend to have a much higher base stat than regular weapons, but they do not. Oops, they do not scale. It's a pretty cool looking weapon. I mean, dragon weapons are kind of cool looking, but they also kind of aren't. They're a little bit ugly in a way. They just look really weird, and they remind me a little bit of Daedric weaponry and armor in Skyrim. He is really getting there. Health-wise, this guy, but they don't. They're kind of evil looking, which doesn't really make sense because I feel like the dragons kind of are the good guys in this, if anything. I mean, not this specific dragon, obviously, but or maybe he is the good guy. I mean, who's to say that we're not the bad guy in all this? There isn't really much to say anything in this game. It doesn't really make much sense plot-wise. Like, I mean, I guess it has its own logic, but like everything feels remarkably low stakes in this game because it's like, do this thing or do that thing. Kill this creature, don't kill this creature. Is there a difference? We got him, guys. $10,000 souls. Cool, cool. Alright. Let's put some armor on, shall we? Anything I'm missing here? So, that was the way to do it, if you want to do it. The way I did it, I guess, but there's a different way to get across this bridge, and I'll show it to you. First, I am gonna hit up that save point, though. Gonna light that fire, and I won't pull the lever yet. I want to show you guys the way you were supposed to do it first. So you're supposed to go through that door over there that the other enemy was blocking before. And there's gonna be some rats in here. Jeez, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die. to get to. I don't have any Estus left, so I am probably not going to make it. I can make it if I go down this way. Or not, never mind. That was close. But I'll be able to easily recover those cells. Where are muscles? There they are. So anyway, what you were supposed to do, and before I show you guys that, I am gonna save real quick because, or I'm gonna level up real quick is what I mean, because I do not want to risk losing all those beautiful souls that I have. So we're gonna up our vitality probably. Now we're gonna up our strength. Just to 20 for now, and then we'll focus more on vitality and stamina next probably. But yeah, we wanted to make sure we leveled up before we got killed again. Awesome. We kicked him off. Love it. Are you kidding me? Come on. So anyway, what you're supposed to do is, first gonna heal. You're supposed to climb up here. And then this is where we were before, and we can't get there anymore. And you're just supposed to proceed with the game without having that save point available, which would suck. So we're not gonna do it that way, obviously. We are gonna go back where we came from. But before we do that, I think we ran long. It took a while to kill that that dragon. And we'll probably end the video as soon as I hit that save point, and then proceed with the game. Thanks for enjoying a whisper walkthrough of Dark Souls, guys. See you later.